Well, I might as well tell you right off the top, 2012 was a tough year for the Scwabacher family at the Santa Anita Ranch. It was a droughty year, but more importantly, our longtime foreman Jack Kirby passed away. He was at the helm of our ship for 43 years.
There was this constant theme of consistency in our lives, and that has been Jack Kirby, and he hasn't changed one bit since I was 11 years old, which is 43 years ago.
In the 1940s, San Jose, the city now known for computers, was home to several thousand cattle. Jack Kirby started there running Kaufman Feedlot. From the beginning, Kirby took an interest in young people, like rancher Jack Sparrock.
I had gone to school at Cal Poly, graduated with a degree in animal husbandry, so naturally I thought I knew everything. Bottom line is I owe Jack Kirby a big debt of gratitude because it was a rough winter when I moved over there in that neck of the woods.
National Rodeo Hall of Fame steer wrestler Jack Roddy grew up just down the road.
So my dad said, if you want a job, go see Jack. So I'm 13 or 14 years old, and I remember it was probably June or July. It was 100 degrees, and there was a truck with cottonseed hulls. And he said, what I want you to do now, if you're going to go to work, I think I got $1 an hour, is shovel these cottonseed hulls. Well, all this cottonseed got all over me. I'm itching, and I spent a couple of days, and that's when I first learned I did not like physical labor. But Jack Kirby treated me like a gentleman. He was my first employer.
I mean, you respected somebody, and when he got after you, hey, you paid attention. Otherwise, you hit the road.
He has embodied and reflected and taught the lessons of being prepared and thinking out front and going with the flow since day one. What he has represented to the three of us has had so much to do with our success and commitment to one another in life.
You've schooled a lot of children in your life.
Well, they thought I was on the SB in 700 counties. All of them, you know, because you'd have 4 or 5 of them roping in the crowd, you know.
How'd you keep them organized?
Hollering, I guess.
For his 90th birthday, Jack's children, Pat, Shanna, and Tim, thought it was about time for a reunion.
It's just so wonderful to have so many close friends that are here, being able to enjoy this time today with my dad. I was thinking it's a birthday, but it's almost like a class reunion. As I look at the folks here, I realize there's a term Jay Holland came up with, the Jack Kirby School of Cowboying. And I don't know how many of you all here are disciples of Jack Kirby's school, but Jesus Christ, I mean, it's a pretty big testament that they all came back to say hello, huh?
So Gordon and I had been working with Jack for maybe a month, and I think that whole time, maybe we heard 2 words. And neither one of them were pretty. So we were down at, this is 4:30 in the morning, operating by pickup headlight, and Jack says, okay, you guys move these panels over here. And that seemed like a waste of time to me. So I said, Jack, And he looked at me, and I said, I came here to be a cowboy, not to move panels. And he looked at me, and he cocked his head, and he said, get in the Jeep. And I thought, oh, Jesus.
I was supposed to be down there to ship cattle one morning, and the alarm clock did not go off. The only thing that went off was when I saw Jack Kirby at my bed. I couldn't believe it. I run down to the barn, and because Jack had woke me up, I ran down to the barn. The gooseneck's hooked up, the horses are in, the horses are saddled, the truck's warmed up, and the radio's turned on.
Everybody I knew said he'd be the first one up in the morning, the last one to go to bed at night, and he was, with kids, he was a gentleman, and I've never heard a bad word said, and I just wish in my life I could have the respect that Jack Kirby had. And Jack, for you, one admirer right here, someday I hope you're in the National Cowboy Hall of Fame where you belong.
Wouldn't that be great if they had awards for cowboys that spent a lifetime making better people?
And just the timeless lessons about land stewardship, horsemanship, treating people. It has never veered one iota, and that's Jack. What a lucky, fortunate family we are to have been acquainted with such a fine man. Okay, I'll just stay in the corner. I'll stay out of the way.
Just get right in with them.
All of Kirby's lessons are still marching on inside of us, hopefully for generations.